Hey guys, this is Nathan from Bagelpop, and I just want to give you fair warning. We're going to spoil pretty much everything. So yeah, you've been warned.
Kegel exercises.
I totally went. Alex, if you want to do Kegel exercises, do it in your own time. Because we are recording live, we have just finished watching episode 9 of Terra Formars. And we are here with the Bagelpops crew. And so first things first, Austin, well done. Everyone give Austin a round of applause. He called it.
Oh, yeah.
Poor Teresa. Poor Mother Teresa. We didn't even get a good explanation of, like,
how she died,
or what her power was. It's like, it's a bug. It's ferocious. And then she just got
strong legs. And then she got punched. She exploded.
Got punched into oblivion. I wasn't even sure she died.
Why do you call her Mother Teresa?
Bro, just her, Teresa.
No, her name is Isabella.
Oh.
Yeah,
I call her Teresa?
Her name is Isabella.
Where did I get Teresa from?
I have no idea.
Anyway, Mother Isabella just gets punched into oblivion.
Seriously, that was like
credits.
analogous. Like if a regular human being got like punched by a transformer or something. That's what it's like. She just exploded into little bitty pieces. I'm surprised they didn't show it. They just showed pieces falling in black.
Yeah.
Is it did you guys watch the uncensored or the censored version?
I had the horrible subs one. So for me, it was mostly blackness, and then you can see her body parts. She's clearly being turned
like
into
bits
hamburger
of hair
meat.
and stuff. Yeah,
like very, very hamburger meat.
Is your uncensored different? I wasn't sure. They usually doesn't say. I don't think there is an uncensored version for this episode. Yeah, not yet.
Yeah. Also, we have to mourn the death of Tommy's beard. Everybody, like, if you haven't seen it.
Holy crap!
Yeah, right?
Holy crap!
Right?
You barely noticed that now?
Yeah. It went from him looking like he was 30 and now looking like he's 12. It's incredible.
This is how Tommy normally looks, so I'm used to this. I'm just like, eh.
I was kind of like, I've been so used to bearded Tommy that it was really weird to like see him de-bearded. Now it's already coming back. Like, look at it. He just shaved today, and it's already like grown. You see the vague outline.
I have my 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, you're a hairy fucking Vietnamese guy. I don't say that much. All right, let's hop back into it. So Mother Isabella is turned into hamburger meat, and all we saw is just like rivers of blood running down the side of the canyon, and we cut to
she's thrown into a blender.
Yeah, pretty much. And then we just cut to a fucking. Does this count? Does she count as a major character?
No, she does not, because she was just introduced and just fighting, and then hamburger meat. Yeah, she's a red shirt.
Actually, no, because Alex said that no one's gonna die in the next 10 episodes. Adolf is totally dead, and he's totally one of the main characters.
Well, in Alex's defense, we don't know if Adolf is dead. I've not
we're not sure yet.
And Alex said no major characters die. So
Isabel does die, but I don't know.
So you're saying, wait, to clarify, we can run it back. We can probably go look in a previous episode. Did you say that no captains and no established characters are going to die, or just no?
Pretty much no established characters, because and then Isabel has only been
an established character.
He's not dead for one episode, or Adolf, yeah.
Well, technically he did die.
Okay.
Technically he did die this episode.
Super nitpicky.
Yeah.
Don't give me technicalities. Oh, you got revived. You got revived.
Okay, yeah. For yeah. I mean, like he didn't get ripped to half. You know, he didn't permanently die. Permadeath. He didn't get permadeath. Yeah, there you go. At least that we know of. He might be dead. Next episode, you just see him just in a hamburger, just getting.
He's gonna get his head ripped off by Buddha. Yeah. Derpy Buddha one.
But
I thought Buddha died. He didn't show anyone dying. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
He was just standing there, remember?
Does Buddha count as a major character?
Yes, he does. He's pretty well established.
And
as
he's
a main
pretty well established character.
Yeah.
But anyway, before we jump too far ahead, we roll past the opening, and we get more into the past of Adolf, and we find out a little bit more about his fucking slutty, horrible wife.
His wife can eat shit die. What's wrong with that woman?
Yeah. Apparently, like, we see her putting on lipstick and then taking her ring off and then putting it down on the table and going out. And we see that she is not just with one guy, but apparently has been doing this with, like, multiple men. She is just a freak. Apparently cannot get enough of the D.
Wait,
Alex, you seem
how-
perplexed.
Wait, it was multiple ones, or was it like I thought it was the same dude?
Yeah.
I realized
No,
it. I
it's
watched
different
it.
too,
I
yeah.
watched it the last week's episode. It was like a guy with like long hair and unshaven. And then this week's episode, you see like groupie boobies guy that's smooching up on her has like a beard and has darker hair and short hair.
Yeah, the first guy had brown hair.
So both of them, yeah, he had like light brown hair.
He had a light brown hair. He looked kind of creepy old man
Or
status.
he
in
could
this
have
one.
done, or he could have done a Tommy where he shaved and then grew out the other hair.
Yeah.
We don't know. But I think it's pretty much like if you're showing something in a television show, it's to convey a story. It's supposed to have meaning behind it. So I think she's been doing it with multiple men. She just is a nymphomaniac apparently, or just like a huge slut to be a slut apparently. I don't know.
Or Adolf wasn't satisfying her.
Oh, could be that. I mean, both emotionally and physically. Like, you know, you were saying last week that Adolf's probably working long hours in the in the old
Human
NASA.
experimentation.
NASA labs.
Yeah, maybe all the electrics and all the metals like is hard for him to get an erection with all that running through him. We don't know. Whatever the case, she's a giant whore. Tommy recommended, and I quote, we could run it back in the live reaction, that Adolf punch her in the boob and give her breast cancer. Which, I don't
That's
think
so
Tommy...
wrong.
I don't think,
That's wrong in so many levels.
yeah.
I said I would wanted to punch her in the boob. and give her breast cancer.
that's your terraformer power, is you give breast cancer to people?
No,
Jesus
because remember
Christ.
they showed a scene of just her face really up close, and it was like for a good 5-10 seconds. I was just want to punch her in the boob, give her breast cancer.
Oh, I thought you meant that Adolf should punch her in the boob and give her breast
No,
cancer.
I wanted to punch her in the boob and give her breast cancer.
Oh, okay. I was like, I think you have a wrong conception of what electricity does to breasts.
I had the same reactions I shot though when it just zoomed in on her face for like that 5 seconds. I was like, get her face out of my face. I don't want to look at her.
So disgusting. God damn you, woman. But yeah, we just get more of that, and she's just super ragey, and we see that there are just mounds and mounds of whatchamacallits, those no, it's the one super buff cockroach like actually gets within like arm range of Adolf, and Adolf like puts it up to his like hands and just like unleashes like his full power at close range and just takes him out. But apparently, is that the thing that kills him, or like it jump stops his heart essentially? Like he does it so hard that he basically
Well, no,
like passes
after
out.
that he starts fighting the main army, and then you just see him like overdo it.
Yeah. I think he just keeps on zapping and zapping and zapping, and then he makes his heart jump. About like half of this episode is just him destroying wave after wave.
Yeah.
Freaking, I don't know. To be fair, to criticize the show a little, it felt a little bit lazy because it was just like
I thought
kind
this
of
was a
cut
super
panel,
filler episode, yeah.
and then like lightning, and there wasn't too much going on.
There was like a
rather-
15-second montage of just a red screen pulsing that said he came back to life. Do you notice that on really long?
The entire episode was him saying, "Why do I keep remembering this? Why do I keep remembering this?"
It was like,
Yeah.
Over and over.
I think
again.
as the audience we were saying the same thing. It was like, why do you keep making us remember this? We get it. She's a giant like whore. This is just painful for us to watch, bro. And then basically he like jump stops his heart, so he's just laying there. So this team full of support people have to run out and
Defense of the red shirts.
and just be human shielded. But if you're gonna be a human shield, they had some pretty good human shields out there. They had the turtle guy.
Oh my god, I just got beat on.
Poor turtle guy was just holding legs and then just getting clubbed in the back. Just made like
Cracking
turtle,
his shell.
just turtle hamburger, just cracking the shit out of that shell. It's like, oh god, I might have just just like not gone into turtle mode to just get killed faster, because that is just fucking a horrifying way to go.
Well,
What a
he
waste
died.
of what a waste of the drug though.
I know. What was like the possible thing? Like, there's zero offense, and even on defense, it's not like you're defending anyone else.
Well, the turtle
It'd be
guy
like
had
everyone-
a shot.
Yeah, Turtle Guy did have a shot. He bought him like 20 to 30 seconds more than what a normal person would have.
Yeah, and the other
Yeah.
one, no, I think it's like, because if they were able, you could see them, they could actually physically match up. They could hold them back. They just couldn't do offensive capabilities. Like, if they were just human and they went up to the cockroach, they would just get ripped apart, like, instantly, yeah. But they were able to, like, push them back. We saw that. They were able to, like, just run in. They were the red shirts. They were just running in, and they're just like, get back. I think one might have been like a porcupine or a blowfish or something, and the other one was like a mole. I don't know what it was, or a shark. What was a shark? I don't know. The guy who got punched in the chest. There's really a whole bunch of them that just got slaughtered.
A bunch of them got punched through the chest.
Yeah. A bunch of them got punched in the chest.
Kalima.
And
Except for the turtle
it was a
guy.
very Kalima moment.
But Indy, protect your heart.
Wait, the guy who got like punched in the chest apparently is like fine because he's like and then he like bit, and then he was like looking around. He was pretty sentient.
And then he let go. Like, he was still alive till he let go. It's like,
and then he got caught.
Yeah, and then he kept on like talking, and then he got and that was the next big thing. Is we see this big Jeep. We see a Jeep that we haven't really seen before pull up to the top of the canyon, and there is derpy-faced Buddha cockroach with his muscle guy like standing next to him with like a with the white flag, and I was like, they're surrendering, and I was like, oh no, they just don't have concept of
they have the concept of flag,
yeah,
not the white flag.
What a white flag means. So I was like, are we gonna like parlay? Or are we gonna have a discussion here? But no. It was just, that was the only flag that they had at the time, apparently. And then we see that...
It's the flag of the United Cockroaches of Mars.
It's a sign of their oppression for so many years of just being crushed by white napkins.
It's the Cockroach Liberation Army.
Yeah, they have appropriated the white napkin as their own, apparently. And we see that they're... he like organizes all the cockroaches so they
can talk.
They go into like a formation. And then they like march at him systematically. It was pretty fucking scary. And then you see like two of them pop out with the bug net catchers, and they capture all of the red shirts essentially. Although like for me, it's like, why are you capturing them? They obviously have really shitty abilities that you can already kill as a regular cockroach.
Yeah, I know.
But wait, imagine a cockroach with that turtle ability and just like running backwards at people.
I guess
That
so.
sounds
Facing
retarded.
people.
I still feel
you
like...
do what they did in the Ninja Turtles movie. You get like 2 or 3 of them, and just like go back to back, like spin and just like smash this person in between their shells.
I still feel like you could just use the electricity ability of Adolf. It'd be a lot more effective.
You could just rip their head off like they've been doing.
But then you go.
You can take the power of the water strider or whatever, and they can really move super fast. What's the point of even getting a turtle shell?
Yeah.
Like,
unless they can have more than one ability.
The thing is, a turtle shell better than a regular cockroach?
I guess it'd be just to distribute it out.
Like
just like
the-
armor, like extra armor.
Yeah, probably.
Armor upgrade.
Like if you think
But
about
they already
it,
have the black beetle from Bug 2,
yeah, that's super strong in that
which
way.
is
But then the
as
thing
well.
is,
super
we-
hella strong.
Which we don't know. Like, we don't know. Is it just a 1-to-1 transfer, or is it multiple transfers?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, they take a carcass from the one guy from Bugs 2, and it's only one guy that gets it,
Mhm.
right?
Oh,
no,
one cockroach
I'm
is a
pretty
water
sure
turtle
they can
planet.
duplicate it. Like, there's going to be another grasshopper cockroach.
I
There's
don't-
going to be
I
another.
don't think so, because it's based on their organs, right? So then they're pretty much transplanting the organs into the cockroach.
No.
Oh,
you're
we know
talking about-
we know too little to really say
You're talking
about.
about number-wise?
Yeah, like,
Right.
is it can they clone the abilities, or is this they only can steal one body and put it on one cockroach?
Yeah, so that the cockroach elite guard of like 14 or 13 of them instead of like
Exactly.
hundreds of them. Yeah.
I see.
So then you want to get the turtle ability to give to one cockroach, so then he can have more armor.
Yeah, I see.
I
But
guess.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a little kind of convoluted.
I don't know. We'll probably see in the future.
I think it's just overall this general thing is their objective is to capture more material for them to evolve with. Basically, I think that's their main objective right now.
Yeah, and it's very clear that their main objective is to capture Adolf, who we learn is the second ranked, most powerful of all the Mars people. And he's like pointing at him, going "Teacher," like at him.
Is he saying something in Japanese or just like a non-word?
Wow,
Is he
one,
saying?
racist, and two, none of us speak cockroach, so we don't know. Or Japanese for that. I'm pretty sure he's not saying anything. He's not saying anything human. I think it would be like the equivalent of someone in America going meow meow if he was a terrifying cat person.
Wasn't there 2 or 3 cockroaches with the water strider ability?
Yeah,
No,
there was only
was,
one. There was only one.
But didn't when that one said go, there was like 3 of them that like blasted really fast?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. I'm
That's
thinking
what
they're able
I
to replicate
remember.
it. I'm pretty sure they're able to replicate it. But
There's
Yeah,
3?
based on yeah, because based on
remember how
bugs,
they were like, oh, he was commanding all of them. He was like, oh, and then go, and then like all of them just like dashed forward against and attacked.
oh yeah,
I know it's just a
that was with the whatchamacallit. Wasn't that with the
Team Russia.
yeah, with the spider guy when he interrupts the narrator. But I think that was just talking about they're just normally really fast. Like
Yeah.
No, not Spider Guy. I was talking about Team Russia.
the crab guy.
No,
crab guy.
I think there was only one. Yeah,
Oh,
one
okay,
in the
never mind.
water, but I don't know. There could be more. Like we don't know yet. We'll find out. Some fun theory crafting. I'm theorizing they can probably duplicate it. The only way that I see that they don't duplicate it is that it can get a little bit stale after a while. But like, oh, they're fighting the grasshopper guy again. Oh, they're gonna fight the really buff guy. Wait, wasn't there 2 really buff guys already? Yeah, there were 2 really buff guys in this episode. He kills one of them, and then there's a second one that's the muscle for Derpy Buddha.
But then again, but then from Bugs 2, who was the super buff?
One of the girls, I think. Well, we don't know. It could have been one of the guys.
Oh,
Or it could have been the
Captain. Captain
yeah,
guy.
the ant. Isn't that the ant?
Army ant.
Ant guy. Army ant guy.
It's the buff one.
The father of Michelle.
Is that him? Oh yeah, he's super. Yeah, I guess that's.
Oh wait, no, he's not the. Oh, he is the father of Michelle. Yeah. He's the ant guy, or essentially, it's one of the buff guys. It's one of their enhanced abilities. So we saw right there. There's 2 of them. Adolf kills one, and then there's the second one. So yeah, they're able to duplicate it. We solved that mystery, guys. So yeah, there we go. And it becomes really clear that they want to essentially just capture Adolf. Because as you can see, like they get their hands on Adolf a couple of times. We've seen people just rip people's heads off, and it's not like an electric eel is excessively durable. So like it seems very clear that they were trying to capture him and try to appropriate him into their army, which is weird because like didn't they kill the other people and get their powers anyway? So like why try to capture them alive?
Exactly.
It's kind of
Maybe he just wants to study him because he's a kooky mad scientist cockroach. And he wants to experiment.
Maybe it's easier for them to, get science that
I
way.
mean, I don't think he was saying capture him alive specifically anyways, because he pointed and the whole army just went and attacked him. I mean, right? And then it was only later on that 2 guys with the nets came out to shoot him. I mean, so I don't think they don't even care whether they're catching him alive or dead. So,
but essentially, like, he shocked himself back to life while everybody was. But I was kind of confused because I didn't know he was dead. Like, did they ever say outright
It's
that
like
he
all of a
was
sudden he's dead.
And then all of a sudden he was like, "Gagoosh," and then you do.
I thought he shocked himself to death.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
what I
back
thought.
alive. That's what I thought.
I think maybe that's what happened. Like he was fighting him almost so much that he kind of like overdid it and stopped his heart. but then came back. Like
Yeah.
he stopped his heart just by fighting too much.
Yeah, that's what
I'm assuming.
That's what I assumed.
They didn't show you like, oh, he's dead. What?
Yeah, that was kind of shitty storytelling there in this episode. But yeah, so he shocks himself back to life, and then he takes an excessive amount of the drug cocaine. And
he
then,
ODs on it.
Yeah, he ODs on it. So he's just like, "Oh no, Captain! With that amount, you're gonna die." And essentially, is what they're intimating when he takes that large amount.
Mm-hmm.
And he just fucking goes ape shit, and he obliterates everyone. But you can see all like the capsules in his face and his back like exploding.
Wait, can we talk about like how they inject the drugs? Like you realize everything is all the narcotics. Like they take the form of narcotics, like
one's
cocaine, heroin, opium, and then just like pills.
They just drink one.
Oh, I think I told this to Austin and Nathan.
Yeah.
And I don't think I told it to you, Alex, but the different way you take the drug.
It's what your animal bug or whatever.
Yeah.
But then you notice like there's a guy with like an opium pipe in one of the episodes.
The Russian guy?
And then
Wait.
In Russian team, like they were like, get your drugs ready, and it's like opium pipe. It's like I'm ready.
The weird guy like breaks the glass capsule, which
drinks it. That's not really too druggy.
There's a drug I think there was a thing where you have to break glass to. I don't remember. It's an older one. I think it might be LSD.
LSD is a strip.
Wait, so
no, but before like
it's a liquid.
Oh, okay.
It's a liquid.
Yeah.
The one you inject yourself with, like the syringe, is insect. So that means what's her name that died at the beginning is some type of insect.
Yeah, they explained that she was an Isabella. Mother Isabella was an insect.
No, she was.
Yeah, they just said it's a ferocious bug, and then they kind of that's all they said. It was like it's really ferocious, it's really strong, and it's really durable.
And then it fucking exploded.
Kind of punched the shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. Like you punch someone like. If you punch them really hard, it would do what they did. It would just punch them through the chest. You don't explode.
But she did fly. She did fly straight at him.
But we don't actually. Was it clearly a punch? Like maybe he did like a kick.
Maybe he did like a body slam.
You just saw the arm.
We just see
flying everywhere.
We just see hamburger meat everywhere.
I just thought at first he like blocked her. Like she tried to kick him or something, and he just blocked her. And then all of a sudden, it's like she's in pieces. I'm like, oh, she's dead somehow.
I don't know. Maybe he could have done he could have grabbed her and exploded her like that. That could have probably caused it. You know, like we saw the move that he did, the grappling move on Adolf. So maybe he did that to her.
Hug.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal.
They didn't do a very good job showing. All of a sudden, it's like freeze frame, and then she's in pieces.
Yeah, well, I think it was like she's not that important. We need to.
She's not. But
yeah, we need to show the moneymaker, and we need to show more of Adolf's horror in this episode. And then it pretty much he takes probably a fatal amount of the drug. As we've seen if you guys have read the 1 through 6 chapters of the manga or watch the OVA, you will remember that Grasshopper dude took way too much, and it eventually would shut down his organs and stuff.
And turn him into a grasshopper.
Turn him into a fucking grasshopper. So yeah. So Adolf is gonna die. If not from the cockroaches, he's gonna die from an OD. So Alex, your prediction not looking too spicy right now.
Again, he hasn't shown he hasn't really died yet. And, tension. Again, like a character like that, you don't give him an OD death. He has to die. He has to die in the hands of a cockroach, of a mega cockroach.
There would have to be something though that would be like miraculous in the universe.
You remember Bug 2? You remember Bug 2, the grasshopper guy?
Yeah, he could die exactly the same way. He OD'd.
Great death. Great guy.
Yeah, he had a great death scene.
He almost like made out with like the Japanese guy.
He was crying. A crying grasshopper.
I was so the feels. I was like, I remember reading it, and then after that, I talked to Tommy, and I was like, I've never felt more emotional over a half man, half grasshopper in my life.
But then Adolf wasn't transforming into an eel yet, though.
He was going there.
It takes a bit.
He was like popping out. That was like popping out all the restrictors and stuff. So we'll see.
No, he wasn't. But he wasn't turning into an eel. That was just him overloading the power.
I think the point is, Alex, if for him to survive would have to be something that we've never seen before, a mechanic we've never seen before within the universe.
Yeah, some like MacGuffin. That's like, oh well, they're able to like reverse the drug, or maybe his like mosaic organs allow him to get to, to take excessive amounts of the drug or something. But I don't know. Right now, the rules that are established, he's pretty much a goner, whether he won that fight or it didn't. And fast forward, he kind of does a kind of okey doke, where he creates a lightning rod, and he starts quoting scripture, like biblical scripture.
Yeah, the story of
yeah, and then his way of going out, it's a pretty epic way of going out. He creates a lightning rod next to Derpy Buddha, and then he flicks them off as he summons lightning.
Fuck you, asshole!
Yeah, and then he summons lightning. And then
Thor should do that in the next Avengers movie.
Yeah,
just like fuck
I'm pretty
you.
I'm pretty sure Disney's not gonna allow that shit. But
Nope.
But he hits Derpy Buddha cockroach with the lightning, and pretty much, and then it cuts to this is new, right? This isn't the way that it's ended most of the episodes. Like ever since the last episode, it's been ending on actual animation in the background, like vague animation of where they are. And then the credits are rolling over music.
Scenery.
Yeah. So I don't know.
They're not gonna kill number 2 off. Why would you kill number 2?
I'm not making any assumptions in this show.
The highest they've killed so far is. Huh?
I really hope they kill Adolf. Is that mean of me to say? Like
that would be very Game of Thrones-ian.
But Alex, you and me, we had a discussion in the last episode of we were like, oh man, no major character. This is like their whole like I get to show off my power like episode where we're all OP and shit and no one's gonna die. That's fucking boring as shit. We've seen that a million times. Attack on Titan is guilty of that. Walking Dead is guilty of that. Like, let's Game of Thrones this shit up. Let's axe a Ned Stark. Like, let's get it going. They have a whole bunch of other people that we can showcase. But you're like, no, we shouldn't. Why shouldn't they kill him?
They established those characters. This is the established characters.
Ned Stark was an established character.
No, but then again, like, it's where are they going with this? It's Adolf is pretty much just like the established the archetype. Like there has to have like the emotionless
cool guy
person, the emotionless cool guy. It has to be one in every single anime.
The Sasuke, if you will.
Yeah, but they killed Sheila.
They killed Sheila.
But then again, like what? Because in terms of a manga writer, he has to create some sort of tension in the beginning. Like he has to create some sort of way to draw it in. And again,
She was a sacrificial lamb.
Exactly, the sacrificial lamb to make it look awesome. And then Adolf is one of the characters he probably wanted to establish. One of those cool archetypes.
I think Alex, your argument is that like if you just keep on establishing characters and then killing them off, then what's the point of watching and reading this anime further? Essentially, like you don't have any commitment to any other character, then like why would you continue to watch it? Is that what you're saying, or is it just like formula-wise this doesn't make sense?
Formula-wise, it doesn't make sense.
Formula-wise,
but that's the thing. That's how deconstructions work.
No,
but if you think of the archetype and then flip it over.
But the thing is, if you think about it, he did. The first 3 episodes are mainly just for the shock factor and to draw you in, and then the rest is what he wants to develop afterwards.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I understand what you're saying. I'm just thinking you can't go by formula because this is kind of a deconstruction.
Wait, hold up. Shut up.
Shut up. You shut the fuck up, Boston.
So the first 3 episodes to create that shock value and create that thought in the back of your mind. And then with these episodes like this, you're creating the tension, you're creating the suspense, and then you're thinking in the back of your mind, it's like, holy crap, he's going to die, or holy crap, is this? But in reality, he's probably not. And you guys will be like, and then you're going to be like, holy crap, this is such a great show.
I would say if he doesn't die, I would kind of lose interest in the show because then it gets predictable. Like, I think as an audience today, we're so used to, like, that formula that we feel safe. And when we feel too safe, often characters get, shows get a little bit predictable, as you say. and I think the shows that have kind of rose above it, like Game of Thrones, is because that it kind of breaks away from that formula. Same thing with like Breaking Bad to a certain extent. Like certain characters aren't going to die on Breaking Bad, but certain characters could bite the dust that we know, that are established and that we love. I kind of hope that Adolf dies. That's really mean of me to say, but I feel like, because then you reestablish that fear. If Adolf lives for some MacGuffin-esque reason, I'd be like, oh, this bullshit again, you know? And I don't think that it's become this popular of a manga by going that formula. So I hope that they're brave enough, especially in like Japanese anime, that they're brave enough to just like, I'm gonna fucking kill this character because I can, you know, because it breaks formula. This is kind of like a turn, essentially, or a twist.
That's what I'm saying too.
Aldnoah Zero is a good example. They plant that in your mind, and yet it's still a good show. Like even without that, like it doesn't necessarily mean that it's predictable or anything. It doesn't mean it has to be not good.
Basically, we're arguing what the author is trying to do next. So
yeah,
it's gonna not really go anywhere.
It's fun to see our different points of views on this one. Alex, just curious, do you think either the princess or what's his face is still alive?
They're both alive.
They're both alive because they got shot in the head, but at an angle so that it didn't.
The princess for sure, I'm 100% sure, is not dead.
Yeah, the princess is not dead.
Yeah. Princess is not dead. Inaho, on the other hand,
Inaho's totally gone. I don't know why you still have hope.
I
know you want to, but
I think it's 80-20 on Inaho. 80 he's alive, 20% there's a slight chance he's dead.
I'll say 95-5.
Dude, I'm gonna call fucking bullshit if either of them are still alive.
Even the princess, I'm like, she might be alive, but I mean, like, if she's dead, I don't really care.
They both got shot in the fucking head.
No, the princess, you don't really see her get shot in the head. You see her at least hit in like a little bit on her head.
Okay. That's enough. That's enough for this.
A little, like, it grazes her.
Inaho is dead. Okay, and the princess is a fucking Martian alien with superpowers, so she can live whatever she wants to do. But Inaho is dead. Just deal with it. He's dead. He's gone.
Anyway, let's save this for season 2. We can revisit. We could do this on a different. We could do this on a different discussion. This is Terra Formars episode 9. I know we were going down the rabbit hole right now. We were going down the rabbit hole, and I'm going to bring us back.
Yeah.
So basically,
I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet this down. I'm willing to bet this down that both of them are alive.
Wait, no, damn it!
Okay, now we know. Your bet is
you can cut this. You could cut this. You know.
I bet that is straight up dead.
Okay. Anyway,
we will see. We will see in 2016.
Are we gonna bet? Are we gonna bet on who we think is alive in Terra Formars next episode?
Yes.
Do we think
because I'm going to win?
Okay, obviously Tommy can't because he's fucking right.
Yeah, Tommy's gonna win.
Do we think that Adolf is making it out of the next episode? But the next 3 episodes, let's say this, because the next episode they can do that bullshit where they cut to a different team or something.
I think they're gonna cut to a different team next episode.
Yeah, like they could do that shit. But let's say that within 3 episodes, I think would be a good way to think. So on the record, Alex thinks he's alive and well. He's gonna go, or at least he's gonna go out in a more heroic fashion. Even though if he does die in the next 3 episodes, he'll go out in a more, bro-ish way.
I want to say he's alive, but if he, like, I don't know, like I really think he's on a line of doing what they want to do is to create that tension. So they probably want to put him in a cliffhanger type situation. Like, you don't know what his fate is and everything like that. That's probably what the author's going for in this situation, because again, back in your mind you're thinking Adolf is dead type thing. So I think that's what the author's going to do. And end result, he's alive.
Kind of like the Michelle in like episode 3 when she gets taken underwater. Like that type
Exactly.
of situation.
No, even worse than that, right, Alex? Like, he's gonna disappear for a good 10 episodes, and he's gonna come back out of nowhere when everybody needs him.
Again, he's the badass guy.
The
Like,
badass that comes in to save out of
Well,
nowhere.
that's what I was thinking. Now that I think about it, it's like he's probably gonna go. He's probably gonna be like dying.
He's going
not dead,
AWOL.
but
He's going
no, like he's probably gonna be like unconscious or in a coma or something, and they have to like. They're probably gonna. This is what I think. They're gonna do that MacGuffin thing, but it'd be like, like we've come a long way since Bugs 2. Now we have a way to counteract the OD and the genetic overriding thing. So I bet you they're gonna be something
bullshit.
like that.
he fakes his death.
I don't think he's gonna do anything. I think he's like
his
fucked
heart
up
again
yeah.
so that he stops mutating, and he stops
Yeah.
the drag in his system.
That'll be hilarious. His blood
And then
stops
he's gonna
circulating.
sneak into their base and then wake up and just destroy everybody.
See, Tommy, I can't take you seriously because you actually know what's gonna happen.
I actually don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh, that's a clue in itself, guys. We don't know. What if we just never come back to this fucking team?
That's it.
How crazy would that be? Anyway, on to the next story. That would be the fucking most cliffhanger
Honestly, I
bullshit
think
ever.
like if you guys want to know, I honestly think the anime is going to take a different turn than the manga.
Interesting.
Because the way that it's going right now, there's a lot of parts that weren't in the manga that are being shown and that like even I don't have knowledge about. And I think it's going to be one of those where the anime is totally different from the manga. Like the storyline is just going to twist and turn differently to accommodate for the episodes that they're going to put out and thinking of how to release different seasons and stuff like that. So that's what I think.
You guys
To be
give him more
honest,
freedom to do that too.
I've read up to I've been reading up to the point where it is in the anime.
Mm-hmm.
I really see no difference whatsoever, except for like they had a little more backstory on Marcus and the Sheila and them,
Marcus?
and that's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right, Tommy?
Mm-hmm. But I mean, this
Like,
whole entire backstory of Adolf, like that wasn't part of it.
Well,
either.
now what? Like you can piece it together. Like it's less.
I know.
It's vague.
I
It's
do.
very vague. It's vague in the manga, but then the anime like spells it out for you, and that's it.
Yeah,
That's the only difference.
but I mean, I think that's the turn that the anime is taking. Like this newest episode right now isn't going to how the manga is at all.
Mm.
Yeah,
Did you say Isabella doesn't die in the manga? You don't remember her dying?
I don't.
No,
I don't think she died in the manga.
She dies. She dies. I'm reading up to a point. It's just like, yep, hamburger meat. It's exactly how it is, except for in the anime, like you see the top half come off her bottom half. In the
No,
manga.
stop
she was
reading
cut in
ahead.
half.
We already have
Yeah.
one person who's read ahead.
No, I didn't read ahead. I watched the episode and then I read up to that point.
Okay,
Uh,
fair enough.
And
There we go.
so it's just to see the differences.
Where she gets punched in half? Isn't that what happened to the Bugs 2 girl? She like transformed and immediately gets cut in half. That's it.
That's the
Oh,
beautiful girl.
wait, I
Yeah,
forgot about this. She could have gotten punched in half because Mars physics. Same explanation as Spine Sword. Mars physics.
Spine Sword was space physics. Now it's Mars physics.
We're not in space anymore, Austin. Where are we? We're on Mars. Mars physics.
I'm
You
gonna
ever
land
been
myself.
punched by a giant cockroach on Mars?
You're not a scientist either, so
But neither is Austin. Or you. Or Tommy. Moot point. My theory is as valid as any of yours. Anyway, I think we're gonna go.
Do you
ahead.
want to get in we could do a physics competition, see who has the best grasp.
No, I think you're gonna win that. Anyway, we're before we
I
get
think
into a physics competition that will bore all of our viewers to sleep, I think we're
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and end it right here. It was a pretty good episode. A little bit of filler. But I'm really interested. I'm really hooked in. If there was another episode, I definitely want to go into the next one. Any of you guys have any closing statements on this episode?
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it? It was. Why
it's
didn't you guys
alright.
like it?
I thought nothing happened.
Nothing
It was
happened.
like
In terms of story.
you could have cut last week's episode and this episode together and it'll be one awesome episode. But they just dragged it out. They just dragged it out way too long.
The only
Really
significant
good.
thing we learned was that Adolf's number 2 rank. Besides that, everything else is just kind of like saw this last week.
It was just a
Exactly.
lightning. It was a lightning
And-
montage.
Yeah.
And like maybe 2 minutes of meeting Buddha Roach and how he controls the armies. That's the only thing you really learn.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, not a
in
very
like
good
25
episode.
minutes. So yeah.
Yeah, so we're. Yeah, it's not a very good episode.
And once again, we learned if you're cocky against cockroaches, you will get exploded.
Yes.
It's like, don't get
So
cocky.
so that means me, you, and Tommy would die instantly on if we ever get powers like that and go to Mars.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'd be the
You would
first one to
first.
die. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'd be like that guy on Bug 2. I was like, I got this, guys. I'll be back in
Wait,
Oh, the
wait,
an hour.
Israeli guy.
Don't worry.
Can we talk about
Comes
Bugsy a
back
little
with
bit?
his head.
Half a head.
Wait, me and Nathan talked about this. He is exactly like the Native American from Predator.
No, he's not.
He's like, I got this.
Wait,
I
no,
got
the
this.
Predator guy didn't do it as like I'm gonna kill this predator. He did it as like I'm a sacrificial lamb so that you guys can get away.
No, it really does seem like he was like, I got this, guys.
No,
I
he
got
doesn't.
this.
Yeah,
He's just like
no.
kind of like
I'm with
spiritually
Nathan on
preparing
this.
for battle and to die. I felt like that was what
Yeah,
he
he
was going for.
he mentally prepared himself to die beforehand. That's a little. This guy thought he was gonna go in, kill everything, come back, and like drink champagne.
But he was
Yeah,
so
it's like-
badass. He was just like the Native American in Predator. He's just like, yeah, and then he's like, when he slashes
He slashes
himself.
himself across the chest down his torso with like a huge like fucking knife. And then
You're
we
just like-
don't even see him die. You just hear him scream like a bitch in the background.
Doesn't he get skinned or something? Was he?
No, you don't know
You
what
don't
happens to him.
see.
He just
You don't see. He gets Adolf.
Yeah,
you
you just don't
just hear him scream a horrific scream in the background. It's terrible. But yeah, Godly is just like, I'm gonna get him. And then he like turns around and he does the fire explosion. And then they happen to equip him with the fucking ability that is useless against fucking cockroaches. I was like, the
Fucking
fuck
idiots.
were you guys thinking? Oh, well, whatever. It was sabotage from the beginning, if we're gonna be honest. So, like, they set the bitch up.
Some weird extension. You could say it's Israeli guy's fault for killing Sheila. Do a long,
wait. What the?
do a
I can't
very
believe-
long,
wait.
stupid extension. But yeah,
They killed.
guess
I can't believe they killed the captain's girlfriend like immediately, where they're just like walking
yeah.
briskly in the
It's like,
field.
hi.
Hi.
I like his reaction to
I
that.
just
Just like,
try to
what
do
the
it,
fuck?
like,
Like she doesn't get punched. She gets like palmed and it's,
yeah,
Yeah.
She gets crumpled over like a folding chair.
Wait, what I don't get is how she was still alive and told him it's like, oh, don't do it, and then she died again. Like, what the fuck? You're so useless.
Yeah, she got like crumpled over, and she was like, "I'm sorry." It's
Yeah, she had enough to
It's okay.
I love the captain's reaction. It's like, the fuck? And it's like, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, he'd be like, I'm about to stab my. Wait, no, she stopped me, and then she died again. Oh well, I'm gonna stab myself again. Like, you did absolutely nothing. They could have cut all of that out. It would have been the same thing.
Yep.
So useless.
Yeah, but anyway, let's go ahead and wrap it up right here. I think we're all still excited about the series, though. It's just this is pretty much kind of a filler episode.
Yep.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
agree.
All right, guys. See you guys next week.
Next week.
Next week. Next week.